Well, good morning. It's day 3 at the Summit Lodge here in Killington, Vermont, and the weather's been different every time we've gone out the door. Careful underfoot. All right. For the first time in 2 weeks, it's rain and not snow in New England. Day 1 in a row, rain in New England. There's the ground. It was still freezing rain when we got out of dinner last night. So cold air is heavy, and it creates what you call a dome of cold air. And if we look at the temperature map this morning, step carefully, and this is the new snow from yesterday, all kind of crunchy, it's still there. The temperature map shows that it's still only 32 degrees in the Merrimack River Valley, and in parts of Maine it's still in the 20s. At the south coast it's in the 50s. With the blue number, the dew point, also in the 50s. So the dome of cold air is being eroded. Something that helps the dome of cold air are the mountains in New England. We call it cold air damming. So the lighter, warmer air runs up to the mountains, and it goes over the top of the mountains, and it also goes over the top of the cold. And even the cold itself, the density of the cold, can cause that air to go up and over the top. So we're initially in an overrunning situation. When warm air overruns cold, it makes precipitation. But we're also in a high amplitude, call it extreme, neutral to negative tilt trough. I show the really wide view here. The air from the North Pole is going down through Canada on the west side of the Mississippi River and then going to Florida. The air in Central America is coming from Central America through Florida and into New England. So we have a clash of winter and almost summer weather happening, a battle of the Titans. And we're probably going to break some records today. What records? Maybe wind records. I looked at the temperature records. Oh, we got 2 chickadees showing off for us right here. Always going to break for chickadees. So I'm under the gazebo now. I'm not getting soaked. But I have my noise-canceling microphone on, so you probably cannot hear the chickadees. Oh, and I think we're on camera, too. Hello, Emmett, and everybody here. Thanks for a great hospitality. We'll be checking out. The mountain is right up there. Today was supposed to be the big ski day for the group, but we kind of altered it and had it more yesterday. But there are still, I saw a lot of people heading out to the mountain. And the mountains are getting soaked, but this morning the wind is not that bad. Let's go to Mount Washington for a wind example. And the wind's still only, what is it, only 40 to 50 miles an hour. But it's still freezing on the top of Mount Washington, so there's a bit of cold air happening there, even though it is in the 40s halfway up the auto road this morning. So there's still some pockets of light icing happening this morning in northern New Hampshire and Maine, but this rain snow line's going all the way to Canada. Here's the radar shot. You know where it is snowing this morning? It's snowing over London, Kentucky, eastern Kentucky, northeastern Tennessee are snowing. This is what I mean by high amplitude, cold air going down to the south and warm air coming to the north. And those are heavy rains coming into southern New England now. And we switch it over to lightning, and there is lightning. You can detect that lightning all the way from just south of Cape Cod, where this is old news now because I tape these things and then present them hours later. And the lightning goes all the way down to, as I said, Central America. So that's a possibility of severe weather today. The Severe Storm Prediction Center has striped us with yellow. Very unusual to have a high chance for severe weather in southern New England the second week of December. But weather is extreme. Did I show you the record yet? The record for Boston today is 68 degrees. 68 in December 11th of 1911. So 1911, we had a similar setup here, and the temperature on Blue Hill on December 11th, 1911 was 63 degrees. So we're going to rival the coldest December 11th in more than 123 years. Is that math correct? 113 years, sorry. And the wind gust on that day, the wind gust record for today on Blue Hill is 78 miles per hour from the south, December 11th, 1969. We are going to rival that also. So everyone's set the stage for this. I'm not going to show the hour by hour on the HRRR. You know that there's going to be 2 to 4 inches of rain. Winds are going to gust past 70. I can show you the colors, though, on the national advisories, watches, and warnings. There's freezing spray, the blue over the Great Lakes, winter storm warning, wind chill advisories in northern Minnesota underneath the backside of this cold high. And then here in the northeast, why don't we close in on say Boston, the Boston National Weather Service. You get the purple storm warning at the coast for winds gusting past 60 knots, 20-foot seas from the south, and a flood watch in effect for interior sections where snow melt and rain combined could cause rivers to come out of their banks. And I think the wind threat is over where areas get to 60 degrees in eastern New England, and the flood threat is not that strong in western New England and northern New England. I mean, there is obviously a flood watch, but the snowpack is pretty dry here, and I'm expecting probably less than 2 inches of rain in a very short time, and the melting window is only from now till about sunset tonight. That's when the temperature's going to start falling again. I'll show you the Boston meteogram. I think there's a lot of information here that can sum up what I just said, and this is for Boston, but it applies to a lot of southern and eastern New England. Temperature today, slowed down, Tim. Temperature today gets to 60 degrees, and it looks like the front is going to come through at about sunset or just after 5 or 6 o'clock. That's when the forecast from the Euro is a wind gust close to 60 miles per hour with thunderstorms, and that'll go off of Boston, and the rain will shut down late tonight. And in eastern New England, it's going to turn high and dry, high pressure, dry air. Dew point goes down to the teens, and the red line is the temperature staying around 30 right through the weekend for high temperatures. So a solid refreeze is going to happen here. Much colder off to the west. 6 minutes in. Well, let's just go right to the Euro now, day by day. Come here for the big picture. Let the locals and the TVs and the Nowcast cover today. And there's the storm. Now, I'm going to stop this Euro tomorrow on a Thursday. I've been stopping it every Thursday for 6 weeks now. So our Thursday storm, which is actually impacting us on a Wednesday, is a big deal tomorrow. There it is to our north at 966 millibars in northern Quebec. And the cold high on the west side is 1039 millibars. And so you have a pressure gradient of 66 millibars. I don't think I get those numbers right. I think it's an incredibly windy setup. I got those numbers a little bit wrong, but you see all those black lines. Those are isobars. What is wind? Air moving from high to low pressure, but the Earth is spinning, so that air is spinning in from the west and southwest, and there's a little bit of an Arctic boundary. You see the right next to the high pressure system in northern Minnesota where it says 498. That is a discharge of a wayward polar vortex, and there is a little kink in the isobars coming right into northern New England, so there'll be more snow showers and snow squalls coming off the Great Lakes into our mountains, but there's not a prolonged upslope event, and the air is going to be stabilizing. Think high barometer cold instead of low barometer cold quickly. All right, back into motion. Slow down, Tim, and show the high pressure system strengthening over New England with very cold nights all the way down into the valleys as the air goes calm Friday night and Saturday night. Look at all those isobars off to the south of us. A heavy wind and onshore flow from the mid-Atlantic to Florida with another storm, almost looking like tropical, trying to come off the mid-Atlantic and reaching up and just missing us Sunday night and Monday. We'll see about that. And another little trough coming through here, and then it looks like we try and avoid rain showers next Tuesday, Wednesday, and almost unavoidable, as that's going to be a warmer surge of air, and then another colder surge of air trying to come at us late next week. And if we stop it way out there on the Saturday before Christmas, what's that, Saturday about the 20th, and this is not a good looking setup at hour 240 with another low heading into the Great Lakes and warm surge coming into New England. So it looks like it's going to be buckle your seatbelt kind of forecasting going on the next couple of weeks, and it's always been a Thursday, sometime in the Wednesday to Friday period, and so we're probably going to do it again next week, and then, well, Christmas is on a Wednesday, so maybe there's hope. It's 2 weeks from today, right? All right, that's a lot of weather there. I'm done with the weather forecasting part. The and more yesterday, I finally hooking up with the guys, a smaller crew than usual. Some years we have more than 20 guys, and I think yesterday we were a six-pack. The bubble chair held all of us at the same time, but hard to keep everyone together, so I was sent. I lost them on the first run. I went into some trees, so I'll have some tree skiing. And Ross Bud, I know you're at Vail, and if you only sent one video, I'd probably share that, but when you send 10 videos, I can't choose the best one, so you choose your best one and send it to me me next time. And otherwise, we're just going to be at Killington yesterday, and the weather was changing, and I was just calling the play-by-play on the weather. And great to see everybody, and stay safe today, stay dry, and sharpen your edges for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It looks like some pretty nice weather. Mountain Ops is going to take care of us, and they'll be skiing, and it will be cold, but it won't be too windy. Is that a cardinal? Anyone see a cardinal? Right there. Or a robin? Or raindrops. All right. And a crow. And more from yesterday. Hey there. Take care of the roads. Nice. I think I see some blue sky up there. Anybody? It is Red Cross. Just maybe with this inversion, we take the lift up and we get above the cloud. It's possible. So already the day looking pretty nice. No, there's not so much snow on the trees up here. That's interesting. 9 o'clock. We're booted. Where are the cabins? Anyone seen gondola? 9:30. We got a blue sky. That's kind of a pleasant surprise. The lift's not loading. That's not a huge surprise. That happens on icy nights. Bubbles going.
9 o'clock. 9:30 for the gondola.
Alright. Well, it's not foggy, it's not drizzling, and that is not really powder. It's crusty. But we're here before 9:15.
Yeah, we had one of our earliest openings January, November 15th. And they just opened, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 2 weeks in a row. Then open for the season day after Thanksgiving.
You live right near there.
I'm 5 minutes away.
Have you been out yet?
Huh?
Have you skied yet this year?
Yes, this is day 6. Oh.
They call that chair up there the bubble, and it's going, and there's not chaos. And I've asked him which way to a groomer. The guy says Frolic, so I came over here at Frolic. Yeah, sure it's groomer. So anyhow, I can show you what at least the snow looks like. Okay. I mean, that's kind of powdery, but not really powdery. Closer look. Here's your analysis. Okay, probably 5 compacted into about 3 with a layer of crisp on top, but you can chop through it. Let's see if I can do that with one hand. Let's see this right here. Let's see if I can do it. Come over here to the side. Lost my whole gang. I said, let me go ahead of you. I turn around. You guys are following. Well, now I'm in the video on this not groomed Frolic. Here. Trees. Yay, company. Here. One-handed? Can I? Should I? Will I? Put down. Dangling glove. All right. Probably should turn it off. Just ski. Just ski. So peaceful. Sleepy. Sleepy. No, it's too early to say sleepy, Tim. Come on. It's 9:15 in the morning. Let's go in there. Disappeared. Invisible.
You're the one that left us.
I went about 100 yards, and I look back, and poof, they're gone. Do it again. I want to see what you did. Poof, they're gone.
Stop.
Oops, sorry. Backwards. I should have had my beeper on. Back into border. It's race school week. See, I don't know what's going on. Would you guys all take a right over here before? Mounts Full Royal Killing easier route. Why are they going the easier route? Northridge, maybe? So So it's not foggy, it's not drizzly, and it's actually kind of sunny, and it's a great day. Sorry if I misled anybody. Oh, that was tight. And then up top, it looks like we had liquid rain. Just sat in this chair, but got soaked with it's a layer of ice that came right off. So, that's what they call variable conditions. But overall, the skiing's really nice, don't you think?
Gore product testing today.
I ordered some new fly low, but it hasn't arrived. 10 a.m. Just fogged in up top. So we came down ungroomed, all natural. I chose this side. I thought it was pretty good. There it is. It's good for the legs. Oh, you guys dated all these Hollywood actresses. And can they ski Royal Flush? Can you believe Royal Flush is open? All natural right now.
There you go.
Let's go. Royal Flush is next. Fog's not that bad, and it's dry. Dry over here. 26 degrees, pushing 11 a.m. .21. Lead follower, get out of the way.
Awesome.
Snow awesome.
Picture that.
There's a suit up there called Snow Awesome. Salute. And he's Snow Awesome. I'm glad we went down that last trail. I thought it was fun. Good choice.
Yeah.
Groomer. Yes. Oh darn, I missed that. Get some clowning around going on. Nice.
You just caught my head so hard. What the fuck?
Oh. All right.
Oh, wait, did you drive up here? No.
Look like ghosts now, don't we? Oh, clearly I can see who it is now. I think they were planning their summer vacation. All right, we're dripping, so we're up to 33 anyway on Double Dipper, all by myself. Neat, huh? Race the ice balls. A little further forensic analysis. Love doing this. So, there were hydrometeors with the temperature colder than 32. 11 a.m. down in the parking lot. Gotta go work. Gotta write the J blog. 11 a.m. guidance coming in. Interesting, I just came down from that cloud where it is dripping, but below that cloud with the inversion, we still have rime ice and no dripping. So we made it till noon without any melting down low, melting up top. That's an inversion. Stable environment for a few more minutes. And down even lower, it's even colder with a very light drizzle. I think the drizzle is freezing before it reaches the surface. It's so pretty. The dripping, I think, is mostly just because of the heat coming off the roof, through the building. 2 o'clock. Just wrote the blog for Jay, going back up on the mountain. And still no dripping down here. Just gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, And the thought of it going away is so sad. I just looked at the thermometers in southern New England, the temperature map. Boston, 32 degrees at 1 p.m. While on the west side of the Green Mountains, it's already 40 degrees. And I think up at the top here at Killington, where the fog has really come back in, it's probably dripping also. So we're gonna go up to that beautiful Summit Lodge, and we'll be able to check that out. It's called an inversion. Look at this tree house, isn't this neat? Look at that. Gorgeous. Hey, neighbor. All right, still almost boot high here. Back to the mountain. And more, and more, and more. That's Royal Flush. Going back up into the fog layer. It doesn't look like there's gonna be any sun up here at this point, although I did just see it a couple seconds ago. And the ice is gone off of the trees up here, so we're going up into a warmer layer. Another 1,000 feet, another change in landscape. Yeah, it's still pretty brisk up here. Going strong at the summit, 26 degrees. No dripping. Lounge, on the other hand. Oh, look at that. Right into the wind. There's the lodge. 2 weeks worth of snow, golden snow. Yeah, the racks are all jumbled together here. And this is one of the most luxurious summit lodges, probably. Certainly in the east. 4241. And Christmas trees. Guess I'm not alone. My legs are burning. Well, I am alone. I'm not alone with burning legs because most of the people have called it a day already. 3 o'clock. I had a long break, but I think I'm ready to call it a day. At the base of this cloud, can't even see up there at the top. And no snow to clean off the car today. Here we are on Superstar, just past 3 o'clock. Warm air advection. 4 o'clock. One person, the owner, Emmett O'Dwyer, takes care of all the snow removal. He's still at it, 8 hours into it. Breeze is picking up, but the inversion is holding. And if there was no other noise, you could hear the sound of the ice on the branches clicking against one another. It's a little more quiet now. Emmett's gone. Can you hear the crackling of the trees? Can you hear the raindrops hitting the roof of the vehicle? It has begun to rain. And it's still only about 32 degrees, so maybe a little freezing rain this evening. Prelude to the pouring rain of our Wednesday. Now a time lapse. About Cape Cod.